Hey friends, it's Ashley and today I'm here with a new layout for Hip Kit Club. I am using our Sketch Friday sketch and it was created by Elsie Robinson, and you can see that it is a fun sketch, and I'm actually going to flip the sketch. So you'll just see me doing a little bit different kind of take on it, not too much, but I'm going to actually move the photo from the top to the bottom. And I'm getting started with the June kits. These kits have a lot of Vicky Bouton, Heidi Swap. It has a little bit of Pink Fresh Studio, and it also has some suede flowers from Amy Tangerine. So lots of fun things. And I am using some of the Vicky Bouton papers and Heidi Swap papers. And I am going to do a very complicated technique. It's called ripping paper and then crumpling up the edges. So I am just going to pull some strips here, kind of following along with that same design that's on the sketch. So I'm going to use two papers here at the bottom, and you can see where I flipped it. So the larger amount of paper was at the top on the sketch, and I actually flipped it to where it was on the bottom, and I'm putting the photo on the bottom. Also, I ran out of tape right there, so I had to grab a new tape runner. That always seems to happen when I'm in the middle of a video, so sorry about that little delay. So I'm just going to get these two papers lined up here, and then I want my photo to stand up a little bit because I'm actually going to tuck some embellishments under it. So I am going to use some dimensional foam and just add it right behind there to kind of pop it up. And this photo is actually from Father's Day this year. We went to one of our local zoos, and it was funny because I got the kids to take a photo in front of the little zoo sign. And when I sat down to make a layout, I kind of started looking at the papers and things in the collection or in the kit, and the papers and some of the embellishments kind of matched the colors on the signs of the animals. So I thought that was really cute. And there's also some Heidi Swap stickers, and it has kind of like a llama and a tiger. You'll see me use those later. So it kind of fit along with the zoo theme perfectly. And I wanted to do the photo in a circle. I like to do circle shapes sometimes, and since the sketch already had a circle photo, I just went ahead and printed it that way and then cut the circle around it with my Silhouette Cameo. Now I'm going to use these thickers for my title. These are indigo thickers, and I just decided to go with the title Go Wild. And then I wanted to go through the Vicky Bouton ephemera. It has a lot of different pieces, and I wanted to kind of grab out the florals, the butterflies, the leaf shapes. So I'm kind of going through and getting all of those out because I am going to use a lot of them on this layout. So here I go, and I'm going to start tucking these behind the photo. You'll notice on the sketch that the photo area has some kind of embellishing and stuff around it, so I thought this would be a fun way to duplicate that from the sketch onto my layout. So I'm basically going to just go through the embellishments, pick out the ones I want to use, and just kind of layer them under the photo. And I like that it has the butterflies. There are also some birds. So it kind of goes along with the theme of the zoo. One of the, I think it's on this one. Let's see. Yes, one of the little signs says budgie feeding, and those are little birds. We went to go see them, and they were very feisty on that day. And they were all over our head, all over our arms. They were nibbling on our feet. So later on, you'll see me use one of the little birds. Even though this is not a photo of us in the bird aviary, I like that it had the little budgie arrow on the sign up there. So you can see I'm kind of getting close to completing everything around the picture here. And I didn't want to change the picture black and white on this one. I wanted it to have those colors to coordinate with the colors in the kit. So it does pick up those colors there, leaving it. And I kind of like the way that it pops out from the background, having those brighter colors of the flowers and everything behind it. And I did trim some leaves, and I just tucked those in with the flowers, and I'm going to add one more here. I like the different colors of the leaves in the ephemera pack. You have some lighter and darker ones, so it adds some variety to your layout. This is a chipboard sticker sheet, and I wanted to look through it and see what I wanted to add. So I grabbed one of the little circles. I just kind of wanted to have some other things tucked in here layering over the photo and in with the flowers just to have a different mix of textures, since everything that I pretty much used around the photo were all the ephemera pieces. So it just adds a little bit of variety. And then going with the sketch, I decided instead of having kind of the floral look all over like the sketch does, that I would just create kind of a border here at the bottom of the layout. So I'm going to take some of these ephemera pieces and just kind of layer and cluster them down at the bottom of the layout. And I'm just kind of trimming some things, and you can see that I'm making some things go off of the edge of the page. And once I have everything done on the layout at the end, I'll go and trim all that away. But I'm just kind of building the layers here with some different things. And I do also add in some puffy stickers and some of the chipboard pieces because I didn't want it to all be the same type of embellishment. So I'm just working in some different things, some of the butterflies, and you see that I did use the little bird there at the bottom. And I like it when I cut the flowers like this because then you can save that other piece and use it somewhere else if it's not something that you're wanting to use as a whole flower. If you're tucking it behind something, then you can save those extra pieces and use them in other places so that way you don't have to throw it away. And I'm just kind of filling in that last spot right there, and then I'm going to go back with some more of the puffy stickers. And these colors are really cute. They all coordinate really well together. So I'm just seeing which ones I want to use. And I thought I would use the black butterfly here from the chipboard, but I decided not to because I remembered that this Heidi Swap sticker sheet had like a llama and a tiger. So that kind of went along with my zoo theme. So I decided to add those, and I wasn't really sure how they were going to look at first since they are square and I was adding them around a circle photo, but I actually kind of liked it once I had them on there. And they blended in pretty well with all of the Vicki Boutin papers and embellishments that I used, so I like the way that that looked. Now I want to add some balance to the layout, so I'm going to create another cluster here at the top, just with a few of the pieces, same things, some of the ephemera, some of the chipboard, and just build that little cluster up there at the top. Just adding some of the chipboard pieces, layering them over one another. And usually when I do that, or pretty much anytime I add chipboard to my layouts now, I usually like to add some extra adhesive because I've noticed that those will easily slip off of your page eventually. So I like to make sure they have that little bit of extra adhesive there to hold it on and hold it in place. So I decided to see if there's another flower, and I decided to use one of the ones that I had already cut earlier. And I wanted it right beside the little banner, so I just moved that puffy sticker up a little bit, and then that way I could have the flower tucked right there under the little banner piece. And I want to add my date, so I'm just going to do that off to the side, kind of around my photo cluster. And then I decided, since it was kind of like a large space there between the photo and the top cluster, to add some color shine. And I just did some splatters of a pink color that matches those pinks in the Vicki Boutin ephemera. And that pretty much finishes the layout. And you can see the completed layout here at the end and a close-up. And you make sure to go to the Hip Kit Club website and check out the June kit. It's really awesome. I will leave links for you to that below in the description box. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.